Most cat owners react the exact same way. They walk into the kitchen, look down, and stop dead in their tracks. A small bird, a mouse, sometimes just a mess of feathers sitting right there like it was placed with intention, because it was. The first reaction is usually somewhere between grossed out and completely baffled, and the explanation most people land on is simple. Cats are hunters. That's just what they do. And while that's not entirely wrong, it barely touches what's actually happening in that moment. The real reason your cat is dropping things at your feet is layered, emotional, and once you understand it, it will completely change the way you see that strange little habit. This isn't just raw instinct playing out, it's communication. It's your cat telling you something deeply personal about how they see you and where you fit in their world. So let's break it down properly, because every cat owner who has ever received one of these grim little deliveries deserves to know what it actually means. The first thing to understand is that your cat thinks of you as family and not in a vague, loose sense of the word. In the wild, female cats bring prey back to their young. Not dead prey either, sometimes wounded and still moving, so the kittens can learn to finish the hunt themselves. It is one of the most intimate behaviors a wild cat performs, and it is reserved entirely for those they feel responsible for, those they are bonded to, those they love. When your cat brings something to you and sets it down at your feet, they are placing you in exactly that category. Not beneath them, not a stranger, not just a food source. Family, someone they want to provide for, someone they feel a genuine sense of responsibility toward. The practical side of this matters too, because the instinct to bring prey is also an instinct to teach. Your cat has watched you every single day. They have seen you open cans and pour food into a bowl, but they have never once seen you hunt. And for a creature whose survival instincts are still very much alive after thousands of years of domestication, that might genuinely concern them. Research from the University of Exeter found that cats hunt regardless of how well fed they are, because hunting is not driven by hunger alone. It is a deeply embedded drive, and sharing the result of that drive with someone they are bonded to appears to be a completely natural extension of the behavior. Your cat may honestly believe they are helping you. They may be looking at you, this large companion who has never demonstrated a single hunting skill, and thinking, I need to show them how this is done. That is not just instinct, that is a relationship. Here's something worth paying attention to though. Not every cat does this, and that gap tells you something important. Cats that are anxious, withdrawn, or emotionally disconnected from their owners tend not to share prey. They hunt for themselves, away from the household, and keep that part of their life entirely separate. The sharing behavior, the deliberate act of bringing something back and presenting it, is tied directly to the strength of the bond your cat feels toward you. A 2021 study in applied animal behavior science found that cats with stronger attachment to their owners were far more likely to engage in behaviors that involved the owner directly, including bringing objects, seeking closeness after activity, and vocalizing near them. The gift is a relationship signal. It is your cat including you in their most primal and authentic behavior, and that only happens when the bond is real. Think about what that actually means. Your cat lives two very different lives. Inside your home, they are soft and warm, and they curl up on your lap and follow you down the hallway. Outside, they are a completely different creature, fast and focused and entirely self-sufficient. And yet when the hunt is finished, they come back. They come back to you. And they bring part of that outside world with them, because on some level, you are part of both worlds to them. Indoor cats carry these exact same instincts, and when there is no live prey to hunt, the instinct finds another outlet. This is why so many indoor cat owners find toys left at their feet, socks dragged across the house, small objects delivered with what can only be described as ceremony. The emotional wiring behind it is completely identical. Your cat hunted the toy mouse, completed the cycle, and did what felt entirely natural to them next, which was to share it with the person they feel most connected to. Some cats even vocalize while carrying a toy through the house, yowling loudly in a way that puzzles most owners, but makes complete sense once you understand the context. That sound is the announcement. It is your cat calling out to say, I did it, and I brought it back for you. The part that most cat content never actually gets to is what happens after the delivery, because your response in that moment carries more weight than you might realize. Scolding your cat, reacting with obvious disgust directed at them, or pushing them away after they have brought you something, those responses send a message back. And that message is confusing at best and quietly damaging at worst. Your cat has just done something that, in their framework, is a deeply generous act. They have offered you something of real value. A negative reaction does not teach them to stop. It teaches them that their offering was rejected, that they were rejected, and that kind of repeated experience erodes the trust they have been building with you. The advice from feline behavior consultants is consistent on this. Respond warmly first, then deal with the situation. You do not have to pretend the experience was enjoyable, but a few seconds of gentle acknowledgement before you clean up means everything to your cat. A soft word, a slow stroke, a moment of calm eye contact. Those 3 seconds communicate something your cat genuinely needs to hear, which is that you received what they gave you, and you are glad they came back. Over time, this reinforces something beautiful. It tells your cat that coming to you, including you, returning to you, is always the right choice. And that trust, that instinct to seek you out and bring you into their world, is the foundation of everything real in a cat and owner relationship. A cat that brings you gifts, whether prey or toys or a battered catnip mouse at 2 in the morning, is a cat that is mentally engaged, emotionally connected, and genuinely thriving. It is a sign of a healthy cat and a healthy bond. So the next time you look down and find something at your feet, try to see past the initial reaction and look at what is actually in front of you. A cat who came back. A cat who thought of you. A cat who, in the only language they have ever known, is telling you that you are their person, and that to them, that means everything.